What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol BBIG for Vinco Ventures. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. We talked about it just the other day. The fact that the inverted hammer certainly bearish off of the resistance here around 326. On today's session, don't get me wrong, we did gap up, but it wasn't enough to take out that level that we discussed in yesterday's video. If we look at that level here on the 30-minute time frame, it was at 357, right? Big shelf of resistance. We kind of opened just below it. No opening drive higher. Failed back down underneath 326, right at the flush point as we head into tomorrow's session around $3 even. So, to me, nothing about this is saying bearish, bullish. It is saying bearish. This is turning into a flush point. If 3 breaks, it's easily a move back down to 263. As we know, if we come on over to the trade tab, you'll notice that you're not going to short this. It's hard to borrow. And the put volume it's okay. We talked about this in the last video as well. It's not bad. There's 10,000 contracts going on at the, just out of the money strike, $3 even. And the spread is about 1 cent. It may be tempting to take, maybe 100 contracts at a price point like this, or 500 contracts, whatever your tolerance is. Just be mindful of how much volume has actually gone through on the day. You don't want to really be taking up too much of it and run into a liquidity issue, especially on weeklies, right? If the volume dries up and people lose interest, you might have a hard time getting out of those puts, even if you got the direction right. So that's all I would caution to the downside if you do decide to play the breakdown of 3 here inside of BBIG. The only time that this gets bullish is simply up and over 357. And as of right now, the daily structure wouldn't really indicate that that's a likely possibility. But if it were to do it, the breakout point, not breakout point, we know the breakout point, that's 357. The target rather would be here at 430, coming from the daily area of support from in the past, as well as resistance from those multiple touches right there. Let me just zoom this out and you can see, again, resistance, support, resistance here as well. That's just the obvious target if there's any sort of upward rotation. But again, don't get me wrong, the chart would certainly not suggest that on today's session. We also saw an uptick as we were selling here instead of an uptick on the move higher, which is just an indication that, people are rotating out of the position instead of new eyeballs, new money flowing into the stock. That's all I've got for you inside of BBIG. If you enjoyed the video today or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.